if you want to put it in modern terms, big time. The Scots, which were, there's a name for that, the people in between, you know, like when you've got something growing and you're selling it and you're waiting for your money, and
The middleman.
the middleman, but there's a special name for that. There's a, anyway, they controlled that totally, the Scottish. Like Canada, they dominated Canada totally, enslaved Canada. I mean, it was very brutal.
You mean
know?
commercially?
Commercially, and also to the point of shooting
Politically.
people and gangs and everything, and politically, and the whole works, you know, if you
Yeah.
read Canadian history. Anyway, it was surprising to find out that these Scots were not living in the States. They were in England, right? And what they do the same thing as the IMF is doing now. They would encourage these guys to live large, and oh, you've got, you know, you've got a system here. And then they made the price of cotton go down, and all these guys went bankrupt. And then they came and they started seizing all the farms. And this was like a total disaster, pissed the shit out of these people. And that was the foundation of the American revolutions.
Yeah, Civil War.
No, the
American Revolution.
I mean, when you revolted against England, the
Right.
Tea Party, Boston Tea Party and everything. Meanwhile, the Yankees, I mean, I grew up Yankee, you never borrow money.
Yeah.
You pay cash everything. If you're going to do any kind of thing that you need money, you get a bunch of guys together and you make a corporation, and not like this modern business, you know, this is the Yankees. Boy, Yankees are something else. So the Yankees said, we're going to go to war with England. We don't have any beef with England. We don't owe them any money. We're not getting our farm seized. And besides, you signed the contracts and so forth. So en masse, all the best ones, the engineers, the serious ones, they just left Vermont, New Hampshire,
Went up to
and they
Canada.
moved into Canada, right against the border of the eastern townships. Now, what happened is, it's a sad story. So the eastern town, and this, of course, Canada still belonged to the King of England and so forth, and he just deeded him this huge section. And they put in all this industry, mines, textile mills, foundries, you name it.
This is New Brunswick, you mean?
Quebec.
Oh, Quebec.
Another bunch went into Ontario, right? The Empire Royalists, it's called. It's in our Canadian history. But where I grew up at the time, it was the end of it, because the population, the demographics, the French Canadians had lots of children, the Yankees, even if they had children, everybody ended up moving out by my time. So in 1897, the eastern townships was like 94% English. By the time I was going through school and everything, which I say 50s and 60s, it was down to something like 84% French and 16% English. Now it's like 98% French. And, 2% English.
But it's so